Everyone knows that dealing in real estate can be very lucrative. In fact, some of today's wealthiest people have built their fortunes through real estate development. The success of any profitable real estate developer is anchored in the principle of taking control of a certain space or real estate and developing it for a specific purpose. They know that real estate creates real and permanent income. And while some feel that the real estate boom is over, that's simply not the case. This CD will discuss a new kind of real estate, one that is just as real and potentially lucrative for those looking to succeed. Surprisingly, this real estate is found inside virtually every home and kitchen in America and beyond. It's called refrigerator real estate. That's right, you can create significant financial wealth by capitalizing on the space inside refrigerators throughout the world. How have they done this? Largely by taking control of the liquid real estate inside your and my refrigerator. Today, many people are looking to enhance their wellness by moving away from unhealthy foods and beverages and incorporating health-promoting products into their lifestyle. Tahitian Noni International is at the forefront of this movement with its category-creating and scientifically proven Noni bioactive beverages. In just over a decade, TNI has done more than $4 billion in sales, with over 100 million bottles of their bioactive beverages sold. They've also paid out a remarkable $2.5 billion in commission over that time, and they're just getting started. Now, TNI has its sights set on controlling more refrigerator real estate than any health product company existing today. The company's vision is to have Tahitian Noni bioactive beverage in every refrigerator in the world. Doing so will allow you and others like you to benefit from the amazing growth that lies in store for TNI and its members. Listen now as some of TNI's top leaders share their stories of success and explain how the concept of refrigerator real estate can represent newfound success and freedom for you, your family, and those you care about.
Hello, my name is Valencia Pomfield, and it's really a privilege to be able to share my story as to how I became aware of this awesome opportunity in refrigerator real estate. First of all, I spent 15 years working in corporate America for what most people would call a very prestigious job. I was an executive at the bank, and after 15 years, I got caught up in a corporate shuffle through no fault of my own. I wasn't laid off or downsized or fired. I was simply put in a position where I had to commute to work. My company sold a division of the bank, and I was living in Delaware, but my job was in New York City. So that meant I spent 6 hours a day just getting to and from work. Obviously, it affected my quality of life. It was at that point that I opened my mind and was ready to receive some new information as to how I could take better control of my financial situation and at the same time get my life back. I will tell you guys that I was extremely skeptical and apprehensive about the concept of refrigerator real estate. But let me share with you what changed my life, and perhaps it'll do the same for you. I became aware of a company called Tahitian Noni International through a relative of mine. An uncle called me up and said, Valencia, I found out about a company that you could work and participate in part-time and develop significant income. So I feel obligated to share this story with other people. I have a tremendous passion because it can help you not only change the quality of your life, but it can also significantly impact your finances. Tahitian Noni International is one of the fastest growing companies that have ever hit planet Earth. They have over $4.5 billion in sales, and they've paid out over $2.2 billion in commissions. So what is Tahitian Noni all about? And in fact, what is Noni? Well, Tahitian Noni has a vision as a company to have a product that has their brand on it in every refrigerator across the world, thus the expression refrigerator real estate. Just think of the power of branding. Every industry has a number one company when it comes to who owns that industry, so to speak. For instance, in the tennis shoe industry or the sneaker industry, there's Nike. In laundry detergent, if someone was to say who's the number one company, we'd all unanimously respond Tide, or with ketchup, Heinz. Well, in health and wellness, there's been a void as to who owns that industry, and that's who Tahitian Noni will be, so that everyone, everywhere, every day will have a product with Tahitian Noni's brand on it across the world. Everyone will use it, and in fact, it will be in every refrigerator, which will give you an opportunity to capitalize on this transition. Let me tell you a little bit about Noni. Noni is a medicinal plant. It has over 2,000 years of scientific research and history. It is known to be good for us. It's very different from food plants. But rather than myself give you the details about Noni, we have a scientist who can give you more information. In fact, he's the director of Noni Benefit Research at Tahitian Noni International. So let's hear from Brett West.
Noni is a plant with a long history of human use. It was used by Pacific Islanders for a wide variety of health benefits. Dr. Art Whistler is an ethnobotanist at the National Tropical Botanical Garden in Hawaii. He states in his book, Polynesian Herbal Medicine, that Noni was the most widely and commonly used medicinal plant prior to the European era. Noni is recognized as a canoe plant. Canoe plants are those which were important enough for Polynesian voyagers to take with them in their canoes as they colonized the islands across the vast Pacific Ocean. Today's consumers of Tahitian Noni bioactive beverages also recognize the importance of Noni fruit as they also experience a wide variety of health benefits. Now, why do Tahitian Noni bioactive beverages provide such benefits? Well, Noni is an adaptogen. It helps the body resist different kinds of stresses, whether physical, chemical, or biological. Simply put, it helps the body be strong where it needs it. Noni is an adaptogen because of the bioactive phytochemicals it contains. There are many in the Noni fruit. But the major phytochemicals are iridoids. The iridoids also make Noni fruit and Tahitian Noni bioactive beverages unique. The iridoids are not commonly found in fruit, but Tahitian Noni bioactive beverages are an excellent source of iridoids. Some phytochemicals in fruits, such as mangosteen, acai, pears, peaches, and so forth, are not stable during storage. There's a group of flavonoids that are very good examples of this instability. So fresh fruits are really the only good sources of these flavonoids. But the iridoids in Noni are very stable. They're not destroyed during harvesting and bottling. They are stable during very long periods of storage. Also, iridoids are known to have a wide range of beneficial biological activities. These bioactivities are the same as the health benefits of Noni. This is why Tahitian Noni bioactive beverages act as adaptogens. And since the iridoids in Noni are stable, we know that benefits will still be there throughout the entire shelf life of these products.
Now that you've heard from Brett West, let me just give you a little information about Tahitian Noni bioactive beverages. Tahitian Noni bioactive beverages are backed by human clinical research. In fact, we currently have done 14 human clinical tests, and it allows us to separate ourselves completely from other companies who say they're just like us. There are companies that use the acai berry or the mangosteen fruit, and they say they're just like us, but theirs are food plants. And the thing that you want to remember most is it has proven health benefits. We no longer have to stray away or shyly say what it will do. Because of the human clinical tests, we can very dogmatically and emphatically state the benefits that it will have for you and your family. Not only that, we have a variety of beverages depending on the need. So we have completely separated ourselves from all competition. Because we so strongly believe in the science and the research and the human clinical trials, and because of the fact that they are facts, not opinion, we've issued a $250,000 challenge to every other company who have built their name on saying we're just like Tahitian Noni. That challenge states that if your product can do what our product can, bring it to the table and we'll pay you $250,000. That, to me, is a strong indication of documentation beats conversation every day. So we're really excited about having the opportunity to get the different flavors and the different potencies of our bioactive beverage in every refrigerator around the world. That means you have a tremendous opportunity. Everyone, everywhere, every day, using our product, and as it hits the refrigerator shelf, you can get paid. This is the wellness industry. It's a validated product. It's documented. It's scientifically proven. Sometimes, just to help people understand the concept of refrigerator real estate, I compare it to milk. Probably every refrigerator across the country, across the world, has milk in it. Well, if you had an opportunity to get paid every time someone purchased milk or used milk, Do you think that would put you in a unique position? Well, that's the vision that you have to comprehend in order to understand and get excited about this concept of refrigerator real estate with Tahisha Noni International. Our vision is that everyone, everywhere, every day will drink our product and also have it in their refrigerator. That means that you have an opportunity to get paid as that transition takes place. Well, our company will do the same thing, but on a much grander scale, and let me tell you why. We all know that soda in general is not the healthiest thing you can drink. But if you're watching the trends, more and more people are health conscious, and there's logical reasons why. Tahisha Noni bioactive beverages are good for your health. Now, we've also imitated in developing a product line that is accessible, that is adaptable for every human being on the planet. From children to athletes to the average individual. See, we're all in the mindset today of not just taking care of ourselves if we're sick. Most of us are concerned about preventing ever getting sick. And that's what Tahisha Noni Bioactive Beverages understands. So we have beverages that taste extremely good that are designed for children. That is so key. Harvard did a study that stated that because of the diets of children today, this may well be the first generation of children that do not outlive their parents. Isn't that a scary thought? So if I could replace something in my refrigerator with a Tahisha Noni bioactive beverage that's good for my kids, logic would dictate that I do so. Then we have our original product, which I already stated is good for your health, and I stated a couple of the things that it would do for you. The documentation is so strong. We also have a product called Extra that is designed for individuals with specific needs to individuals finding those healthier products, and we're so excited about it. Now, the fact that you may be unaware of it is evidence that there's a tremendous opportunity. You want to ride the wave of what we're doing as it's taking place. So many people only want to talk about what's here today. See, if you have vision, you know that it's more important to be positioned for what's about to come. And refrigerator real estate is going to tremendously impact individuals' health, but at the same time, it can impact your wealth. Now, just to tell you a little bit about our story, myself and my business partner, we've had tremendous success financially helping individuals capitalize on getting healthy. We're going to give you an opportunity to hear from some of those individuals. But before I do that, let me just tell you a little more about the documentation. We've been featured in various magazines. In fact, there's a magazine that hit the newsstands called Prosper. The entire magazine was dedicated to our business and to the concept of refrigerator real estate. We've also been featured in the Physician's Desk Reference, which is a book that's found in every doctor's office. We're real excited about that. Major individuals such as Chauncey Billups. The list goes on and on. I don't want to name everyone, but they're talking about the success of our product. We've been featured on CNBC and Fox News, ABC, Good Morning America. The list is extensive. But I say all that to help alleviate your apprehension and your skepticism, which is traditional when you're listening to information like this. The fact that we have so much documentation and credibility should really help any intelligent individual take the time to get the facts. Obviously, this CD is not giving you every detail, but it's designed to intrigue you enough that you'll make a decision to sit down with someone for 20 to 25 minutes to find out how this company can impact your life and that of your family. It allows you to create passive and residual income, which is the strongest form of income there is. Imagine being able to do something one time, place a healthy beverage in someone's refrigerator. Now, because of the results they get, they're going to consistently have it. And every time they buy that product, you get paid. It is a significant opportunity. We're very excited about it. And so what I'd like to do with this time is allow some individuals to share with you the success that they've had in this system.
Hi, my name is Art Lee. You just recently heard from my business partner, Miss Valencia Pomfield. I spent 7 years with the United States Coast Guard and the last 20 years as a police officer. And I can tell you that I was looking for a company that could really provide good health and also good wealth. And this is what we found. And Tahisha Noni International right now today has created over 200 millionaires. And it's exciting for me to say to each and every one of you that last year, in 2009, myself and Miss Valencia Pomfield became part of those 200 millionaires. Today, I just want to be able to share with you that I'm excited about the refrigerator real estate. And I'm going to say, if you have common sense, that's what you need. You don't need a particular degree. You don't need a background. You don't need a background in this particular real estate industry like so many other people, have in the past. They got to go to real estate school and things of that nature. You just need to have plain old common sense. Well, here's what I want you to envision. Right now, we have the opportunity to capitalize on refrigerator real estate with a product that we know is scientifically proven to be one of the best on planet Earth. Just use your common sense and ask yourself a really simple question. If I could get a product that's proven to be great in everyone's refrigerator across the world, do I want to get paid for that? That's really how simple it gets. Everyone wants to own real estate. But just imagine if your family invested in Tropicana orange juice decades ago, and every time someone purchased an orange juice, you got paid. Just think about that. That's common sense. It doesn't take a degree, doesn't take a PhD, doesn't take you going out doing a lot of research and a lot of study. So the question is, as it relates to refrigerator real estate, we now have one of the best products on planet Earth, scientifically proven. Let me ask you a question. How would you like to have that product in every single refrigerator across the world with people you know and with people that you don't know? But every single time they purchase it, they put it in their refrigerator, you get paid. That just means that you need to pay very close attention to refrigerator real estate and how that you and your family can take advantage of one of the greatest opportunities in our history.
My name is Jeff Broom. I spent 14 years working as mid-level management for one of the largest telecommunication operations in the world. I worked from sunup to sundown and 2 or 3 weekends out of every month. And even though I was paid fairly well, I realized I was not going to retire wealthy or rich. I wanted to develop a lifestyle and not just make a living. I saw too many people in this economy with less money in their 40s than in their 50s, and less money in their 40s than in their 30s. I really didn't want to wait till I was 65 or 70 years old to have $1 million in my 401k plan when I'm probably in not the best shape in my life. I'd much rather have it now. Well, it took me years to realize I was working for short-term front-end money, and the company kept all the back-end money in the form of reoccurring clients and customers that billed millions of dollars on a monthly basis, and I received no percentage of that. After being exposed to many books on money and finances, I adopted a new model, which I hope you adopt as well. Let's build equity for the people that we live for, our friends and family, and not for the people that we work for. My real estate investments at an early age allowed me to retire from that job at the age of 31. Investing in real estate and owning market share and building equity made complete sense to me. There were things that I can pass down, that I can will to the next generation. It didn't take me long to understand that I could not pass down my job. I couldn't loan it to anybody. I couldn't will it to anybody. But people definitely do spend 25 or 30 years doing that. The real estate industry made complete sense to me. I saw people make millions and millions of dollars because they owned something. They owned a market share. Well, T&I has allowed me to accomplish the same things in ways that you cannot imagine. Now, when I was first approached about this opportunity because I heard it was a juice company, I was very skeptical. And I'm glad that my partners, who you've heard of previously, Mr. Art Lee and Valencia Pomfil, were persistent in putting me in front of the information. It took me a minute to understand that there's a big difference between selling a donut and owning a Dunkin' Donuts. There's a major difference between selling a cup of coffee, which I probably wouldn't do with my background, but there's a big difference between that and owning a Starbucks. Well, I was glad that I was open enough to evaluate the entire business model. And I understood that, you know what, this has allowed me over the last years to pay off properties, to raise capital for other investments, and still maintain a lifestyle that revolves around passive and residual income. See, these incomes I was never going to achieve on my job. And when the education came into play, I knew that this was a good place to be. You know, now I'm focused on owning market share in one of the most lucrative, recession-proof industries on the planet, the health and wellness industry. Coming from the real estate industry, there was one thing that we understood. As I continued to buy more and more investment properties, the more we bought, the more market share we had, the more addresses we owned. And the same thing correlates to Tahitian Noni International. It only made sense to me when somebody asked me, do you drink something every single day? I said, yes. Well, if there was a way for you to get paid off of something that you had to do every day or every month for the rest of your life, would that make sense if I could improve the quality of what you put in your body, would it make sense as a business opportunity? Well, when I looked at the product and what we have our hands on with Tahitian Noni International, the exclusivity that we have, the unique consumable product that they bring to the table, there was no doubt in my mind that even me as an individual, I would use it regardless if there was an opportunity to make money behind it. And just like Arm & Hammer and many other things that we've talked about that are present in everyone's refrigerator, I see this as the same opportunity. We will control market share. We will control the same thing. We will control space in every refrigerator because we can undoubtedly prove that as the health and wellness movement increases, as we become a more intelligent society about what we put in and on our bodies, that we honestly do believe that this will absolutely be the product of choice. And the same thing in the real estate industry is that we will control and dominate market share, and maybe not with deeds and mortgages, but we will absolutely do it by the space in your refrigerator.
Good day, everyone. My name is Brandon Missouri. I'm actually born and raised from Baltimore, Maryland. I was taught, like most people, to go to school, go out and get a great job. I did that. Matter of fact, I worked for the #1 microbiology company in the world. I actually worked that job in corporate America for about 15 years, creating pharmaceutical drugs from scratch. But what I noticed at my job, thinking that I was going to have a career opportunity, I realized that there were people at my job who had retired after working over 30, 35 years, but had to come back to work because they couldn't afford to retire on a fixed income. There were people that had worked at my job who had taken ill and or who had gotten hurt on the job, but because the job has policies that better the company but not the employees, those individuals were let go or their job were actually resourced out. So I realized that those were red flags to me. So I started looking for other ways to create income for me and my family. I ran across a group of individuals, and these two individuals actually changed my life. They taught me business principles and they taught me wealth principles that I've never been taught in corporate America and or in the school system. These individuals introduced me to Tahitian Noni International. After getting involved in Tahitian Noni International back in 2006, I was actually able to triple my income that it took me 14 years to accumulate. I was actually able to triple that income in 10 months. After being in this business for 13 months, I was actually able to walk away from that full-time career. I've been away from corporate America because of Tahitian Noni International for about 3 years now. And what I'm most excited about was that 4 of my coworkers were also able to do the same thing because of this phenomenal opportunity. Because of the business Tahitian Noni International and the phenomenal opportunity, refrigerator real estate, I'm actually able to be a stay-at-home dad with 2 beautiful girls. I love the fact that I'm able to be a volunteer at my daughter's school. I'm able to, more importantly, do study time. I'm excited to the fact that my youngest child hasn't been able to go to daycare because she's home with her daddy. She's 2 years old, and we have a great time together from when she gets up to when she go to bed. This is a lifestyle that I believe each and every one of you guys that have children and or grandchildren's, nieces, nephews, if you truly have any guardianship of anyone, this is a lifestyle I believe everyone should take advantage of.
My name is Dr. Marjorie Adams. We have our hands on something that is so powerful. The Tahitian Noni bioactive beverage has just made a difference in my own life with increasing my energy, and I know it has boosted my immune system. I am so grateful for this company, and not only for the finances, but for the products that it has, products that make a difference, products that help us in our daily lives, whether it's soap, whether it's lotion, but most certainly, how much can I say about this bioactive beverage? This bioactive beverage is known to help people, and I know that it has already helped me.
So you've just listened to some exciting information. What action do you need to take now? Well, you need to be proactive and take the initiative in a couple of different ways. Number one, you've heard about an outstanding healthy beverage, Tahitian Noni bioactive beverage. At the least, you want to be an individual who consumes it. But then there's other individuals who, after hearing the opportunity to own real estate in everyone's refrigerator, you've made a decision that you want to participate from a business perspective. You want to create additional income for yourself and your family that's generational, that's residual. There's 3 types of individuals in the world. There are those that make things happen, those that watch things happen, and those who wake up one day and say, "What happened?" Who are you? If you're the type of individual who wants to make things happen, then get back in touch with the individual who gave you this CD. Take immediate action to sit down with them, get the rest of the details, and put yourself in a position where you can create an additional source of revenue. In today's economy, honestly speaking, that's not optional. Retirement plans are disappearing. 401k plans are not even guaranteed anymore. So what else are you going to do? Rather than spend your energy trying to find reasons why not, spend your energy saying, I need to take advantage of what I've just heard. Opportunities are never missed. They're just passed on to other individuals. So don't let this opportunity pass you by and then one day wake up, say what happened, and then it's too late. So we encourage all of you to take that action immediately. As soon as you finish listening to this CD, make a phone call, put yourself in a position to get the rest of the details.
And different people experience different results with these products. No guarantees, expressed or implied, are made. The discussion of various potential benefits to be derived from using these products are not meant as guarantees. Also, this is not a substitute for medical advice. You should consult your physician before beginning any diet, supplementation, or regarding medical symptoms.